What's happening, guys? It's your boy the Chevy Nerd coming right back at you through the power of the internet, and wanted to show you this quick little video clip. This is the video that I did when I went to Vegas on the training. Today we're going to be covering the interior, but I figured I'd give you guys this little treat of the track that I did. The professional driver, did an amazing job. I was able to drive it myself, but obviously in comparison my track drive was not as impressive as this one, but I figured you guys would be able to enjoy this video clip here. The experience was phenomenal. I had a lot of fun going through this training. I was lucky enough to be selected as one of the people to head out to training. I was actually the only one, so it was a real blessing to be able to go and experience this. And to be fair, I'm not the expert race car driver, and this has really changed my perspective on these vehicles, and has made me appreciate them more than before. So I'm definitely a Corvette fanatic for this one. So stay tuned for this episode of the Chevy Nerd. We're going to be covering the interior of the Adrenaline Red Corvette, and as well as I took the chance of recording to the convertible interior, so you can take a look at the two different interior styles. They're really cool. I definitely enjoyed them. So stay tuned for this episode of the Chevy Nerd and enjoy the video. Make sure that if you are watching these, like, comment, subscribe. It helps me out, helps you out. Stay informed with all the latest and greatest, and stay tuned for more episodes of the Chevy Nerd. Alright guys, welcome back, and here we have the 2020 Corvette Stingray. We're going to finally take a moment and appreciate the interior of this unit. So let's go ahead and hop on inside and take a look right through here. So the new 2020 Corvette Stingray really just blows me away when it comes to the interior. They did a phenomenal job, all the way down to the aspect of the stitching right through the body of the doors, the seats themselves. If you pay attention, you see premium materials right through there. Right as we take a look at here, we see that's actually where you open the door. The door locks as well. This is to open up the trunk and the frunk, as I call it. So the front trunk, really cool. And just you see that attention to detail through the entire body of that of the door and the stitching. You have that leather material as well as that premium stitch there. Towards the entrance there, you're obviously being greeted to the Stingray components there, and it just really makes it pop. When you look through the seat, this is the Adrenaline red color. They really focus on a lot of really cool details, such as you're seeing here, kind of the combination of that carbon fiber with the leather perforated seats through there, makes it breathe a little bit easier. Right towards the front, obviously you have all of your components for your pedals, your brake, and kind of the footrest to the side. You're going to see things like heads-up display and parking brake right towards the left-hand side of the steering wheel, and then as well as you're going to see that new modified wheel. This one's really cool because they have designed it completely different to be able to enter and exit the vehicle comfortably. And once again, you see that stitching that you saw through the door, through the body. Depending on the interior color that you get and package, it'll match that little stripe in the middle. Right towards the back here, we're introduced to what they call the sound waterfall. It's a really cool setup. You'll also see the wireless charging station there through your cell phone. The nice combination of the black and red really makes it pop. Towards the center console there, we're going to see a lot of the cool features, such as our components for heating, cooling, heated, cooled seats, and you'll see them separated there from top to bottom, top being the driver's side and then bottom being the passenger side. It's a really cool setup. And if you pay attention, everything's really angled towards you, the driver, because you're the one in control. Right through here, you're going to go ahead and see the electronic precision shift. That is where you're going to be shifting into drive and all that kind of stuff. But let's go ahead and hop inside so we can take a little bit of a closer look. Good angle through the camera. Right through there, this is going to be your parking option there. It's a press of a button. For reverse, you're going to pull. For neutral, it's just a press. and for drive it's a pull, and for manual it's going to be that press there. And to the right hand side we're going to be looking at the front display cameras. So there you can go ahead and select the camera angles to go ahead and see towards the front, or just kind of give you the general view of the camera. And then right towards the bottom you're going to have that mode selector to be able to select between things such as touring mode, sports mode, track mode, and snow and ice, and we'll cover those in a bit. On the right hand side, as you see here, you're going to see all your selections for heating and cooling. That will take care of everything in the components of cooled, heated seats, also just temperature dials and controls. They're going to be separated from top to bottom. You're going to be controlling the top for you and the bottom for your passenger there. Through the sides, those are some of the air vents that are on there. As you can see, this one's going to be equipped with the Bose premium audio system. It's 10 speaker setup right through there, and those speaker grills are really nice. They're really coated with that aluminum body. Just makes them pop. Right through here also you're going to have the glove compartment box. This one's kind of tricky. I almost forgot myself where the whole setup was, but the glove compartment box right towards the middle is going to have a button to release, and we'll cover that here in a little bit.
Alright guys, I just wanted to go over a couple quick things too when it comes to the interior of the Corvette. I mean, obviously you guys have seen a couple of the other things already that we've talked about. It's beautiful, it's gorgeous, but there's also other fantastic features when it comes to the Corvette itself. Now, with the different modes available, let's look at the mode selector one more time here. We're going to have different modes right through here that we can switch through, so we'll kind of look at here. As we switch through different modes, we'll have that sports mode, then we have the track mode, and it kind of switches your display area right down there too. Then we have track. Now, on previous models, when we kept turning to the right on the knob, it would cycle through. On this one, it doesn't do that, so you're actually going to have to go to the left, and go through your different modes right through there. So that is something to keep in mind. You're going to have, on this one, factory set, you're going to have a total of 4 modes. You're going to have touring mode, sport mode, track mode, and weather and ice mode. So those are all going to be available to you there. Now, there's 2 additional modes that are going to be customizable. And customizable, you guys are going to be able to go into what's called, let's take a look here, My Mode. So My Mode, right through there, you're going to have a lot of settings right in through the setting system here that will allow you to change a lot of those options. So for example, right here we'll have Z Mode, My Mode. So there's a lot of really cool stuff there that you guys can customize. And My Mode is one that you can switch onto right through here and permanently keep and drive as kind of the daily option for you. So it's going to be a primary mode. Now there's another additional option which is called Z Mode. Z Mode's really cool. That one there gives you quick access right through the steering wheel without having to go through the knob. So you'll actually see it right through here, and this guy right here is called Z Mode. Basically what you can do is customize it in a way that, you know, gives it the max output performance, you know, ready to go into more of that nice tight turns and stuff like that, but it's on demand, and it's really cool. At any point during your drive, as you're handling through, you can press that Z Mode, unlock all the performance or any settings that you particularly like, and just have some fun. So a really cool setting there. And the other thing too I wanted to go ahead and cover is the electronic parking shift. I know I kind of glanced at it a little bit, but this is going to be the first for Camaro. Very similar to other videos that we made on the Chevrolet Tahoe. A lot of our vehicles are going to this. So you're going to have your parking button right through here, your reverse, neutral, and drive, and manual. This is really, really awesome stuff. It's super easy, super functional. It's just a pull here for the reverse, a pull for drive. It is it's really cool. Towards the front, you'll also have your camera settings there, so you can always click on the front camera, and that front camera is going to show you a couple of things here. My favorite thing being just the complete front of the car from a top view, to make sure, depending on, like, for example, like a little parking brick, making sure that you're not getting under it too much. And then here you have kind of like a corner left and right hand side views of the Corvette up front, so just to making sure that you aren't hitting or getting close to anything there. But let's go ahead and take a look at a couple of the other additional camera views too. We're going to obviously have your backup camera there. That's kind of a standard. Then you're going to have a wide view there, kind of a fisheye view style. Okay, you're going to have your front there too, more of a zoomed in spot, and then you're going to have this particular view here with each corner area there through the front. Really awesome stuff. So it does really give you a good guidance of it. Really neat setup. Okay, now let's go ahead and talk about a little bit about this new design here with this console. This is going back to the unibody frame, aluminum frame that's on there. Once again, one of the safest components, or not safest components, sorry, the safest Corvettes out in the market in how it's designed. So this entire vehicle is an aluminum cage system here, and I'll try to show you some pictures, but part of this frame is incorporated into that design, which is really neat. Towards the back, then you'll see the array of speakers with Bose and what they call the waterfall through with Chevrolet there and Corvette. So really nice setup there. And you'll also see right through there the little Corvette flags right through the speaker system there, the Stingray. Really awesome. And right through here you'll also see that placement for that wireless charger. Really neat. Through the storage, we didn't look at this last time here, but we're going to have your storage there. It's going to have a nice smooth feel right to the inside, more of that luxury feel for your items, as well as your USB and USB-C connections right through there. Really neat. Okay. So wanted to cover those features right before we kind of ended the video. Oh, last really cool thing too, obviously paddle shifters are going to be right towards the back. With these guys here, one of the things that you can do, being a twin active clutch system, is you can go ahead and pull on both of those to kind of release and put into neutral, so you can rev that engine. So once you're revving, you can actually have what's called a launch sequence. The launch sequence is so much fun. Right through there, the whole aspect is holding those down, getting that rev, and as soon as you're ready, let go and have all that performance go right into the vehicle, which is fantastic. So keep in mind, those are some really cool options right through there. I know there's probably a lot we haven't covered on there. We have a limited time with this particular Corvette. Oh, right here, one of the cool things here is that as soon as you flick this is that rear view camera that Chevrolet has on all of their technology packages. This is a really neat feature there that just makes sure that you keep your eyes on everybody that you've left behind. So pretty good stuff. Alright guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's been a fun time hanging out in the Corvette. If you guys have any questions on it, let me know. I'm the Chevy Nerd. Stay out of trouble, and we'll see you soon.
Alright guys, I didn't want to forget this one here. I also had available a 2020 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray with the convertible option, so I wanted to go ahead and go over this one too. Obviously you're going to see quite a bit of a difference when it comes to the body of the vehicle. We've kind of covered a couple of these things already, but I figured I'd do another quick pass through on this one here. So obviously you're going to have everything when it comes to the Corvette display there. The wing on this one is identical to the other one. Presentation's pretty much the same. But I definitely like that color on that orange. It really does give it that nice shine. It almost reminds me a little bit more of like the McLaren, but let's go ahead and keep taking a look around. Obviously towards the back you see the place where the mid-engine would normally be displayed, but at this point you're not going to see that there. It's going to be a little bit of a different setup for that convertible top, and we're going to go ahead and see that convertible top here in action as well. So let's keep watching through there. Now this one we did have the glass tinted there too, so they did order it that way as well as with the brow right towards the top. It's a really nice looking car there. But let's go ahead and walk around here a little bit more towards the front. You're going to have that nice aggressive look. The black and orange just looks sharp. I definitely like how that is all set up there. But let's go ahead and go through why we're here, the important part of the inside. So let's go ahead and open up this door and go inside to take a look at this particular interior here. So on this one here, you're going to have more of that lighter interior, especially the combination that this client went with, I think is a really sharp look to it. Right through here, you're going to have all of your components for your windshield and everything there. I like the little carbon fiber touch that it has on there. And those two buttons up front are going to be the options to remove the top for the convertible, which is really cool. So those options are going to be in the door handle. On a couple other cars, you usually have them a little bit different. Right through there, you're going to have the front end, the trunk opener there. Once again, more attention to detail with the carbon fiber in the door handle. That same greeting of that Stingray right towards the door. On this one, obviously, you're going to have the automatic seats on there too. Perforated seats, same combination when it comes to the carbon fiber towards the headrests, really sharp looking. Now, if I recall correctly, these are the G2 seats, so these are the most popular, and what they're saying is to be the most comfortable seats that are available when it comes to the Corvette. So right through here you also see the option of lumbar support. I'm trying to push it there. You'll see a little bit more of that balloon effect towards the lower body. What's nice is that you can go ahead and heighten that lumbar support and lower it too, so there's actually a piece in there that moves up and down to kind of give you support on either the higher upper back or lower. You can't really see it too well on video, but it is a really cool feature that is available on the Corvette Stingray. So let's go ahead and continue to take a look right through there. You also see towards the side within those same controllers, those wingtips can go ahead and hug you. So it's really neat as they can open and compress. So depending on how how you want the seat to grip you, it can actually kind of tighten things through the sides or open up depending on how you want to go ahead and sit there. I apologize. Right through there, you're going to have a couple of the additional buttons here. Now there's two new buttons on this one that we didn't see before, and that's going to be that front lift kit there too. We also see towards the back that same speaker that we had before within the waterfall kind of array. You also see towards the top the connection for the whole convertible component of the vehicle. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the convertible option here. We're going to go ahead and use the remote on this one to go ahead and open the vehicle. It's really neat that you're also able to do this through the key fob itself. So let's take a look at the process together on the convertible setup right here through this 2021 Corvette Stingray. So typically when it comes to the remote, you have a double press onto the key fob there to initiate. You press and hold, and then you see the process go right through there on the convertible. Now this you're able to do up to 35 miles per hour. Obviously I would recommend, not doing it while moving, but it is available. So if you're in a small intersection or anything like that, you want to go ahead and do that. It's pretty quick, so it can definitely be opened in a quick stoplight stop there too. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for more Chevy Nerd episodes coming up to you this 2021.